Hey guys, welcome back to Simple Balanced Astrology. And I know I've been on quite the hiatus for 2022 so far. It's been mentally and physically a taxing year for me, and I hope you guys are doing well. I know that it's Mercury retrograde right now as well, so I hope you guys take the time to reflect, slow down, and double check, triple check every possible communication style, right? But yeah, I think I'm getting back to the groove of things. I'm trying to get myself back in the YouTube space. I know you guys have left me lots and lots of awesome comments that we will dive in later in this video. But yeah, I'm slowly but surely I'm coming back to the space, and on the bright side, I did start a podcast related to astrology, related to this channel, because I think some of you guys are probably watching my videos, and some of this material, these concepts, these house overlays are a bit too complicated, advanced, maybe. I don't know. But so I think I'm thinking about starting a podcast where we will slowly learn about the planets, the houses, and the direct application of those things to relationships, relationship dynamics, your life projections, things of that nature. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, in this video, as you can see from the title, I am going to sort of go through comments, do a couple, and see if I can answer some of your questions. So let's begin. Okay. Where are we gonna start? All right. Venus and partners 12th house. Of course. You guys love to ask me questions on this. So this viewer asked, what if a woman's Venus is in a man's 12th house? His Venus is in a woman's 7th house. Does this relationship look long-lasting? Interesting question. Well, firstly, this isn't actually quite gender specific. So what we got here is that we got Venus in partner's 12th house. That's given, and Venus in partner's 7th house. Just based on this alone, I can't really see relationship longevity based on Venus house overlays. More specifically, I would need to know, the natal placements of each individual to see if they actually like the dynamic and can handle it. But if anything, I do say that Venus in partner's 7th house, probably my most favorite Venus placement. For those reasons, please check out that video on my channel if you have not already. All right, what we got next? All right, Venus in partner's 12th house. Again, what if we have Venus conjunct Venus and I have it in the 12th? Okay, I'm assuming this person is also talking about relationship longevity. In this case, we have Venus conjunct Venus, most likely of the same sign. This person has Venus in its own 12th house, along with someone else's Venus in the 12th. With this case scenario, what I can say is that this dynamic does improve and is a bit more manageable because this person has it natally, and albeit we would still need to assess the other person's placement, but this person having it in their own 12th house definitely can handle this dynamic more readily. Again, like I said, I have to assess the other person's placements to see if they are able to handle the same dynamic, right? Alrighty then, let's do a different video. Venus in partner 6th house. Alright, how would you view this? My Venus in his 6th house. His Venus in my 12th. Balance between practical and spiritual. But I'm 12th house dominant too. Alright, interesting question. So we are looking at the 6-12 axis predominantly, and your Venus in his 6th house. Okay. And your 12th house dominant person, and his Venus in your 12th. With this one, I may say that you may not actually like this dynamic too much, because your 12th house dominant dynamic is referring to Venus in partner 6th house. This is the video that we're talking about, right? Although you may be possibly enjoying the Venus in your 12th house personally for yourself, but again, I would need to see exactly like what those planets are. Also, would like to know like what your north node and south node axis is, which is pretty much pivotal in seeing if, in general, if this dynamic promotes your life projection, your life path, your growth, right? So Venus in partner's 8th house. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Pluto, Fortune in 8th house. Crying face. Well, yeah, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. Albeit you're kind of missing Mars and Moon. But good luck. That's all I can say. Mars in partner's 8th house synastry. His Mars in Taurus is in my 8th house, conjunct my Moon. I have Pluto in my 1st house, which makes me okay with Scorpio energy. I'm also in Aries, ruled by Mars. What do you think? Alright, so his Mars Taurus in her 8th house, right? So likely she's also, well, this person's also Taurus Moon by conjunction. Moon in 8th house natally for this person. Most likely a Libra ascendant. This person is also an Aries, so Aries would be sitting in the 7th house, Sun in the 7th house natally. I think the question that she's trying to get at is verify if she's able to handle 8th house energy. From the information given, I would say yes for now. Albeit, I'm curious on what with this person with the Taurus Moon, what's her Mars sign is. I'm curious on what that sign is. Okay, Venus in partner 6th house. I think people underestimate how nice this placement can be. I would get waited on hand and foot. Never lifted a finger. However, we had harsh squares in other houses, which made us fall apart. Oof. I definitely felt this one. I actually had like the exact same dynamic that this person has described. Albeit, you know, me and this other person, we're still friends though currently. So, but I do feel this. Venus in partner 6th house is highly underestimated, overlooked. Moon in partner's 8th house. What happens if my Moon falls in his 8th house, but he has Saturn there in the 8th in Capricorn? Alright, what happens? Okay, so your Moon is in his 8th, right? And natally, he has Saturn in his 8th house as well. Okay. So good question. Generally, whatever in this video still applies, albeit the experience may actually take some more time and slower to develop, since Saturn is there. Saturn is our wise old teacher, right? It makes us be more patient, slows things down, kind of take a lot of time and hard work. And this will be kind of especially true if your moon is tightly conjunct his Saturn. So the experience is there, but the progression is slower. Mars in partner's 7th house. Okay, I have Mars in my 7th, and I am dealing with the most difficult person. It's my time to show him how respect is earned. It's kind of funny. I think she's probably referring to natal Mars in 7th house. But yeah, you go, girl. Show him who's boss. Show him who's boss. Okay. And it's kind of interesting because usually people with natal Mars in their 7th house attract those kind of dynamics. To be honest with you. All right. Natal South Node in 7th house. I think this is the most recent video I've made a while back in January. What are your thoughts on dating your South Node sign? I have Virgo in the 7th house, and I have a crazy attraction to Virgos, friends and partners. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing meaning a connection that will keep me in my South Node comfort zone versus the Pisces North Node goal. Hey, this is actually a really, really great question. And wow. Okay, so for this question, 7th house Virgo, right? We know that you're naturally attracted to 7th house qualities, right? Because that 7th house represents qualities of your partner, your spouse. And this person is describing their attraction to Virgos, friends and partners. So I think she's referring to Virgo suns, right? So sun in partner 7th house, that kind of dynamic. So we can look at that video and I'll try to understand that sort of dynamic. But the question is this a good or bad thing? And yeah, this viewer is definitely understanding the major dilemma here. Should I pursue my 7th house qualities for my spouse, even though that's where my South Node is? Because if it's the sun, that's highlighting the 7th house, which is what I'm not trying to focus on in this lifetime. And so yeah, now this person probably is at a crossroads now. Should I date a Pisces or should I date a Virgo? And realistically, the answer is kind of like neither. But the reason why is because I think she's focusing on sun signs, which actually need not be. We don't really need to focus on sun signs. It's kind of like a misconception, to be honest. Sure, the 7th house represents qualities of your spouse. So she can look for Virgo qualities, but that does not need to be, like, that person doesn't have to be a Virgo. That's what I'm trying to say. And I would personally avoid the sun, because if you have sun in that 7th house, most likely strong connection will be created with sun conjunct South Node in synastry. And personally, we don't want that. And the reason why we don't want that is because South Node creates that familiar feeling. Sure, you'll have a familiar vibe with the other person. However, as she has stated, her life path is to move forward to Pisces energy, right? To the 1st house. And sooner or later, if with the sun conjunct South Node synastry, this dynamic, it may be familiar in the beginning, but towards later in the end, or later in the relationship, usually the node person outgrows the relationship. And yeah, so that's that. And what would be the approach then for this sort of dilemma, right? I would say not go for the sun. Try a lower priority. Try like Moon in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Mars in Virgo, something not as strong, because Sun, the ego, this planet is too intense, especially if it's tightly conjunct with the soft node, and exactly. So at this point, you can be a little creative. You could date actually a Pisces Sun. Why not? With Virgo qualities. What if you date a Pisces Sun with Moon in Virgo, and that person literally has a strong 6th house energy, right? So at this point, you have this person highlighting your 1st house, where you need to be in your life, yet also having those Virgo qualities that you admire. But yeah, again, this is only one example. You can do other combinations and whatnot. So yeah, albeit overall, I'm reading these comments, but essentially we still need to take a further leap, meaning that we still need to assess like emotional compatibility, relationship longevity as a whole. But you get the point. All right, I think this video is gonna become too long. Right? It's already, it's too long. Alright guys, I'm tired, I'm ready to sleep, but anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and if you need a reading, you know where to find me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.